Hello everyone, Miri here and welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I was intending to record when the past was around, but I wasn't counting on the fact that I will get a massive abdominal pain that will essentially leave me prostrated for about 40 minutes while the painkillers took an effect, because I didn't take the time, or rather, I didn't look at the time when I took the painkiller that I normally take. So I didn't have a sense of relief of, don't worry, it's just gonna be in an X amount of minutes and then the painkillers will kick in. I didn't have that reassurance. So essentially what I did was to check at my chat history when I was complaining about the pain. And when I first started complaining about the pain, and I pretty much counted from there, even though I knew that it was even earlier than that. So yeah, it got me incapacitated for about an hour or so. I even had to improvise a heat compress, and thankfully that and the painkiller did the trick. And I was able to get back into what I was doing, which was drawing. And I gotta say that my scheduling solution, if we can call it that, has been working, even though I still need to work some things around, like not getting distracted easily. But that's a me thing that can be resolved actually focusing. Although I am able to focus if I put myself to it. Sometimes it's just, oh look, a butterfly. But yeah, I was able to record today, even though I told myself, or at least I put myself the goal of recording a gameplay every Tuesday if I could. Well, yesterday I certainly could, but who can't exactly prevent, yes, but that wasn't the word that I was looking for. The word that I was looking for was predict. One can't exactly predict when your health is going to act up. So yeah, there's that variable, but I'm okay now, and I was able to record what remained of when the past was around after looking for a walkthrough, because honestly I was stuck at the coffee shop, and I gotta say that walkthrough at Walkthrough King was actually pretty useful, because I was going to get stuck in other puzzles otherwise. So yeah, that came in handy. I didn't understand at first the dynamic between the protagonist and this owl person that she's with. But then, like, I didn't know exactly. I wasn't understanding what kind of relationship they had. I just knew that it was a very important person to her. And as I saw the plot progressing, even though I gotta admit that I played rather quickly, because I was running out of time since my commute to work, from work to home, was about to arrive in about an hour or so, so my time was limited. And then I noticed that they were actually romantic partners, and oh god, it makes it even sadder, because normally what one would expect is, like, older people suddenly dying, and this owl person, they look about the protagonist's age. And I don't know exactly what kind of illness that character had, but it is implied that it's a very serious illness, and that was essentially the reason why he wasn't around anymore. And from what I can gather, the game was pretty much her trying to cope with the loss of that special person. And I just looked at all of the cutscenes and all of the puzzles, and you could tell that they really loved each other, which makes it even sadder. Like, I'm not one to cry that often, But it's still, it hurt to see that poor girl was essentially all alone, and she was basically left to, pick up the pieces. I promised myself that I wouldn't say that much, but I am honestly at a loss for words because of how sad the plot it is. Like, it's bittersweet because she finds healing in the end, but still, losing a person important to you, whether it's family, friend, a partner, it hurts. Oh god, I'm such a Debbie Downer right now, I'm sorry. Either way, yeah, where was I? Oh yeah. Today, when I was changing the background for my vlog, I wasn't expecting the peaceful park. I think this background it's called to be this huge and get this huge when I change the image, which is lucky for me because that means that I won't have to crop and resize the background like I normally do to keep it decorative. Hell, I even like not even like, I really, really like how the clouds are essentially floating about, and the little details like I don't know if these are fireflies or just flies, but still, it looks pretty whimsical. And in fact, it looks as if I'm talking to you guys in an actual park at night after a long day of work. Today, though, since none of my friends are streaming, I decided to take the opportunity to record a vlog. And honestly, I'm thinking about cooking up something for Valentine's Day. I'm not gonna give any details, but it's gonna be fan art related to, well, an anime series that I haven't watched actually, but I know of and I know what the characters are. You will see what I mean. Also, I think that the flashcards that I made to study for my not katakana, hiragana exam, having actually come in pretty handy. And also something that I did to give myself more comfortable was essentially to just, I should have done this a while back and I used to do it, but around November it was raining a lot, so I was taking my stuff home in case that the authority that addresses the atmospheric phenomena here, and that pretty much tells everyone, hey, y'all need to stay at home because it's raining a lot and a lot of floods are happening, and we want to keep y'all safe, says anything, and you are always on the lookout, especially when it starts raining a lot, because they essentially give an alert for each town for the people to stay at home and stay safe. I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but it's even simpler than that, trust me. But yeah, I essentially started again doing my stuff of leaving my books at the office, and I actually feel even more lighter. I still need to work on stuff like, not getting distracted and also going to bed earlier, although I have a good reason because two of my friends stream on weekdays, but it's at an hour because they are 1 and 2 hours behind me. So I essentially, even though for their time zone is essentially like somewhat early, to me it's quite late, but I feel bad missing the streams. So yeah, today I was also able to do the course. Well, It's Wednesday, so professional manga illustration it is. And they gave us, well, Catalina gave us this exercise where we basically have to trace over a photograph with the opacity reduced so we can pinpoint, the the geometric figures for the joints and stuff like that, and practice getting reference in a way. It makes total sense when in the course, I promise you that. But yeah, it was quite fun, and I gotta say that the poses that she chose to practice with were really funny. And there was even this person, like, no, they were two with a Spider-Man suit. This person with a top hat a la Willy Wonka, with a pose similar to "Are you not entertained?" but with the hands a little bit more up. And also there was this one that was really cool, of this guy essentially having like, well, holding more like an anime pose, that one where you attack the rival with knives and stuff. That was pretty cool. And there was another one where this person had essentially like this massive latex suit that covered their entire body, and the mascot in the same color. I showed that to one of my coworkers, and I pretty much say that it looked a little bit like the pose of "Look how many F's that I give." I don't know if it will be okay for me to say even more coarse words other than hell, so I am trying to censor myself. Anyways, I should probably be heading to bed now, as well as what's the word? Trying to crop the video a little bit, although I'm not gonna do it like I normally do, where it's essentially just my face. I kind of like this background actually. Of course, I will need to do some stuff to vary things a little when it comes to the background for my videos, but right now I really like this one, and I'm gonna leave it as is, except for, of course, cropping up a little bit the VTube studio part like I normally do, although I should probably leave it, I don't know. But the part where essentially my recording software is staying on the screen, I think that bit I'm gonna crop it a little bit, for aesthetics. Anyway, that's all for today. See ya!